Anybody threaten you or force you to get you plead guilty?
No.
Anybody promise you anything beyond what the
No.
prosecutors?
You said, did I have a handgun, a pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that big Glocky on me.
And
I had a.
Hearing this is absolutely crazy. This guy is here for hiding a weapon without a permit. Honestly, I have no idea how he thought that was legal. You need a permit, plain and simple. But the real shock is his attitude. He's rude, disrespectful, and acting like he's above everything. The judge is definitely not having it. Things escalate really quickly, and honestly, you just have to watch how it all unfolds. Let me know what you think about people like this in court. I don't think it ever ends well for them. Let's get into it.
All right, Mr. Najer, any offers here?
Judge, Mr. Holler emailed me some information yesterday to give me more to look at and read, and I've had email communication with him. Currently, the offer is no reduced plea.
All right, how you want to proceed today, Mr. Holler?
Well, the offer is no reduced plea and two years of probation. Isn't that right, Mr. Najjar?
Correct.
Okay.
With other conditions, that's correct.
Okay, with some other conditions to be determined. If we can do a situation where my client can pay in lieu of community service, something like that, we can take a plea today.
All right, you understand what the prosecutor's offer is, sir?
No, I don't.
Mr. Najer?
I don't even see the prosecutor. Who is the prosecutor? His camera's not on.
What does that have to do with it, Judge?
The offer that we've discussed is to plead guilty to carrying a concealed weapon without a license to do so, which is a felony, 2 years, a sentence agreement of 2 years of probation, and you will have the opportunity to pay.
Fuck them.
Hey.
Okay.
Mr. Bailey, watch your mouth, sir.
Man, okay.
Here's what's gonna happen, Mr. Bailey. If you keep it up, I'm gonna bring you into the courtroom and take you into custody and find you in contempt. Settle down,
All
sir.
right, bro. All right.
That's the judge, and not your bro.
All right, sorry about that, Judge.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Holler.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And at the time of sentencing, the court can determine that that Mr. Bailey would be able to pay a certain sum of money in lieu of community service if he so chose. So it would be like an either or type of thing. So the court would determine an appropriate amount of community service versus an appropriate amount of additional costs or fines, however we want to characterize that he could pay at his election. He would be on probation for 2 years.
All right. Mr. Bailey, you understand what that offer is, sir?
Yes.
All right, you waive your right. Now you understand you have a right to have a preliminary examination, sir?
Yeah.
You waiving your right to have a preliminary examination today?
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you or force you to get you to waive your examination right today?
No, nobody threatened me.
All right, court's going to accept the waiver. Mr. Bailey will automatically be bound over. Mr. Holler, as it relates to the arraignment, he's standing mute and waives the formal reading of the information.
I do.
Court's going to enter not guilty plea today.
Hey, can I ask a question?
This guy needs to be sent to jail, no question, and honestly, he probably deserves a contempt charge for the way he's acting. This has to be one of the most disrespectful defendants I've ever seen. He's talking over the judge, rolling his eyes, and acting like the whole thing is a joke. I don't know if he's dealing with something mentally or not, but he's clearly not acting right. Maybe he just has zero respect for the judge or the law in general, but there's no excuse for behaving like this, especially when the judge has the power to put you behind bars for a long time. And it actually gets even crazier, he's about to straight up admit to the crime and completely expose himself. He really messes up here and basically digs his own grave without even realizing it. Let me know what you think so far, but let's get back into it.
After we do this plea, like after I finish my probation and complete everything, like, would I still be able to get my license? Because I like to have my documents intact, in order and everything.
All right.
I know I was wrong for the case and everything, but like, would I be able to do that?
You have to talk to Mr. Holler about that. He can give you the legal advice.
Okay.
All right, please raise your right hand. Would you please, all right, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You understand if I accept the plea from you today, sir, you give up or you waive, first of all, you understand that the maximum penalty I can impose if I accept a guilty plea can be up to 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
You understand if I accept a plea from you, sir, you give up or you waive certain constitutional rights.
Yeah.
You understand you waive your right to have a trial by judge or jury.
Yes, sir.
You waive your right to remain silent without that silence being used against you.
Understood.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
You waive your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
I'm gonna say yes to that, but I was already. I'm guilty. Yeah, though, because they already said I was guilty, man.
Sir, what you understand is you're giving up certain rights. You have certain constitutional rights. In order to take a plea, you have to give up or waive those rights. That's what
Yeah, though. Yeah.
All right, you understand that you waive your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anybody threaten you or force you to get your plea guilty?
No.
Anybody promise you anything beyond what the
No.
prosecutors? Anybody promise you anything beyond what the prosecutor's office has offered you to get your plea guilty?
No.
All right. Anybody, Mr. Nate, Mr. Nature, date, time, location, factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bailey, on February 5th, 2024, in the area of Binder Street in the city of Detroit.
It's Binder, Binder, Binder.
Binder Street in the city of Detroit. At some point, did you have contact with the police that day? At some point, did you have contact with the police that day?
I ain't had no contact with the police. They contacted me.
Right. Okay. You were arrested that day?
Yeah.
Okay. So prior to that, at some point prior to that, did you have a handgun, a pistol?
You said, did I have a handgun, a pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that big Glocky on me.
And was it concealed in some fashion at some point?
I had a 30 round hanging out the clip. I had a 30 round hanging out. It wasn't concealed. It was a big 30 round on it. It wasn't concealed. But yeah, though, I had it on me.
Okay. Was it in a pocket or under a shirt or something?
No, it was outside. It was sticking out. It was hanging out.
Okay. Was it partially inside of a pocket?
This guy just completely buried himself. He's obviously lying, and at this point it's honestly painful to watch. He actually said he had a 30-round clip and a handgun and was just swinging it around like it was totally normal. I mean, who even says something like that in court? He seriously needs to talk to his attorney, because I don't think he even realizes what he just admitted. He's speaking in front of a judge. This isn't just sketchy, it's risky, and it's definitely not helping his case. In many situations, having a high-capacity magazine without the proper licensing can lead to additional charges, so he's basically piling more trouble onto himself. I really don't know what's going on with him, because it's hard to imagine a reasonable person exposing themselves like this. Let me know what you think, but let's get back to it.
I don't know if you need to have a discussion, but we need to know whether it was concealed or not at some point.
That's what I'm saying. My shit wasn't concealed. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know why I'm going through this. My shit wasn't concealed. It was not concealed.
All right,
Now,
Mr.
let's
Holler.
it was concealed. I want to go to trial.
Hold on,
You're
Mr.
what?
Bailey. All right, Mr. Bailey.
My gun wasn't concealed. It wasn't concealed. And I'm sick y'all trying to do me like this.
All right,
I don't
Mr.
got no
Bailey.
felonies.
Mr. Bailey, settle down. All right, Mr. Holler.
Man, this is wrong, man. Y'all do
Mr.
people
Bailey.
like this, man.
Mr. Bailey, just listen. I'm not going to accept the plea. I'll let you go forward to have a trial. Mr. Holler, you want an examination date?
Yes, I do.
All right, so Mr. Bailey, you're going to be going on. I'm not going to accept any pleas from you today, sir. If you're innocent, we're going to let you go forward and exercise your constitutional rights to have a trial. So we're going to the next stage. So the next stage is at a preliminary examination. Mr. Nature, as it relates to any offers.
Your Honor, it goes forward as a no reduce plea.
All right. So, Mr. Tooks, can I have an examination track from Mr. Bailey?
Not a problem. It's going to be Judge Sabri.
All right. Mr. Holler, this matter is going on the examination track before an Honorable Judge Aaliyah Sabri. for a Zoom PCC, May 30th at 8:30 a.m. Again, before the Honorable Judge Aaliyah Sabri for a Zoom PCC, May 30th, 8:30 a.m.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, Mr. Bailey, you going to the next stage, sir. You going forward to have a preliminary examination, sir. You got that date and time?
Yeah, because I ain't going out like that, man. I can't go out like that, man.
That's fine, sir. You can exercise.
I can't go out like that.
Let me know if you want to see his next trial, because honestly it sounds like it could be just as wild as this one. If enough of you are interested, I'll post it. But yeah, this case was definitely one for the books. This guy seemed completely out of touch, just the way he came in so aggressive, cursing in court and acting like it was no big deal. It's honestly crazy that people behave like that. And I don't know how you all feel about it, but these Zoom court hearings are just chaotic. It feels like nothing really gets accomplished. I watch and make a lot of content about situations like this, especially with people who act out or push legal boundaries, but I think Zoom hearings can work for normal cases. The problem is when someone starts acting like this, they should probably be required to appear in person, because it clearly isn't working. What really surprised me is that he somehow avoided a contempt charge, which is kind of mind-blowing. I would have expected most judges to come down hard on that kind of behavior. Maybe it's just the nature of remote hearings, but still, it feels like he should have been held accountable. Disrespecting a judge in court is basically asking for consequences. Contempt laws exist for a reason. They help maintain order and make sure the legal process is taken seriously, and this guy clearly didn't get that. Do you think the judge was being too lenient, or was it fair to let it slide? I'm honestly not sure on this one. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this crazy case. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more content like this. And definitely drop your thoughts in the comments. Did you expect things to go this way? Anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.